What's up, everybody, and welcome to Animal Crossing Pocket Camp Beginner's Guide Tips and Tricks. This is a new game for me. I think it's been out for a while, but I was focused in Marvel Contest of Champion and Marvel Strike Force, so this is actually, I think, my less than a week. Maybe this is my day 5 or day 4. I can't. It hasn't been long since I started this game. My friend recommended me to play this game. It's quite fun, and they're cute, and there's so many things you can do with it, and yeah, it's just an exploring one. So this is definitely for beginners. Even though I'm level 30, it's actually very fast to level up. At the beginning, it's like it takes me like maybe half a day to go from level 1 to level 15. Maybe one day to go from level 1 to level 15, and then each day again about maybe 5 level. So it's not. It'll be harder as you level up, but at the beginning it's very easy for you to level up. So don't. I am a beginner like y'all. So here I'm going to give you some gameplay and some tips and tricks. So there's 3 buttons at the bottom. The first one is craft, where you craft the furniture and amenities that you want, but we'll go into it later. And then there's map of all the places that you can go, and social is where you add your friends and check your visitors, what your friends have done for you. You sell some of your items, and you buy items that your friends are selling. So ideally, if you are a really hardcore gamer, you want to log in every 3 hours, because every 3 hours the game resets. Like how there's an exclamation mark here. You start going there and completing the quest. But if not, then you can also ideally time it every 6 hours. So you go just 10 minutes before the reset, or maybe 15 minutes before resets, to do all the challenge there, and then the timer resets, and then you can start doing the quest again. For me, right now, it's exactly 11 a.m. in Perth. So this is where it resets. That's why I haven't done any of the challenge. And this is a good time for me to showcase what the game is all about. This is a Perth time again, yeah. So normally, let's just go to one. There's 4 places. So the first one is this Breezy Hollow. And then there's the Saltwater Shores. There's the Sunburst Island and the Lost Lure Creek. This is the 4 places that you go to complete the challenge. And of course, there's the campsite where you build your camp. The goal of this game is to complete requests from the animals, so that they eventually come to your camp and they level up your friends, and level up your level 2. So let's see one. So every 3 hours, normally I go to all these 4 places plus the campsite and complete the challenge or complete the mission. So in the first place, this is basically the tree. Just tap on it, and then the fruits will fall. So you collect the fruits, lychee, and then this is the peach tree. You tap on it, collect the fruits. And then there's the cherry, and as you can see, the tree will refresh every 3 hours. That's why it's a good time to, if you really want to progress and spend much time, is basically log in every 3 hours and time the 3 hours when the game reset, which is at 2, 5, 8, and 11. That again is Perth time, WA time, so you can maybe, depending on where you are, you can always check the time there. So there, in every area, there's 2 characters. So one is friend, and this is the animal, the monkey here that you want to bring. You see that he has a request for me to collect 1 orange, 1 apple, and 1 pear, which I've done it. So just tap on it. It'll pop some, and then you see you gain this heart. Every time you complete mission, you get some point, which increase their heart, and you get reward in return. And the reward can be used to basically craft furniture. See? So you level up, and you also get. So each refresh, there's 3. You can do 3 times. So just now you see 1 time. This is the second time. And then every time you give him the item, you collect points, you level up. And then, so I can do it one more time. You want some oyster or shell, and then he gives you reward. So very basic like that. And every time you give the item, he gain level up. And all the item is available in any 4 of this area, so it's very easy to get them, especially if you are a beginner. And one more tip, after you complete all 3 missions, make sure you talk to them, because just by talking, you get another extra point, and that contributes to your friendship level. And every time your friendship level up, you get a heart too, at the top left. So once that's done, you can invite them to your campsite. Come to my campsite, and then he'll give you a list of furniture that they want. So he wants a time clock, office phone, white office desk, office chair, and then you can favorite all the furniture. So then you can go to craft, then click the furniture, and you can basically craft it. And every time you craft this, it uses some resources, which basically you got from completing the task. So here I am crafting it. And what else? So the second person is here. So this is probably someone, your friends, or maybe your can be someone new, can even be your friends. And basically you can buy stuff from her. Unfortunately, she's not selling anything for now, but you can always check from this screen again if you want to buy stuff that your friends are selling. And usually I look at the suitcase below it. If I don't have it, then I'll buy it. Or maybe if there's a request that I need to complete, but I have not have the item. So that's done for one place. It's quite fast. Let's move on to the second place, which is the saltwater shores. And in here, basically where you can collect all the shells. See there, just tap on it. The coral, scallop shell, and then there's some shell there also. You can collect all of this, and you can catch fish also. Just tap on the fish. Throw. See, it's very cute, right? And then he will. Once the exclamation come up, tap on it, and then you get your fish. There's also some tree behind. This is coconut tree, which is very common. Shake on it, just tap on it, and collect your coconut. So once you collect all items that you want, you collect the coral, shake the tree, shake the tree, shake the tree. You can now talk to the person and to the animal. So the animal wants to fish, which is Shari. I think he or she is in my camp already. So you complete the task. Basically because I have a lot of inventory, so every time, see, look at all my item here. I maintain, like, because you have limited space, right? Try to have at least 5 or 6. I think 6 is a good number. But every item has different values. See, if I tap here, horse mackerel only worth 10. Maybe just keep 5 of them, because it's common. You can easily get them. But if it's already like 100, and then this one costs 5,000, 2,000, you know, all these seahorse, tuna, and stray snapper, don't get rid of them, because it's a rare or maybe a bit uncommon. And if you give uncommon or rare item to the animal, maybe you can get reward. Here, see, I get a bonus Timmy's fortune cookie, because I don't just give them the one that's valued 10 barrel. So if you give a more valuable item, of course you can get better reward. So like this fruit is apples worth 10, but a perfect apple will cost you 600. So if the animals want one fruit and you give them perfect apple rather than apple, then you have a higher chance of getting a better reward, or even some bonus reward. So speaking of inventory, it's also a good time for me to give you tips about this lift ticket. Lift ticket is something that's quite rare, but lift ticket can speed things up very quickly. So of course, to get lift tickets, you have to pay some money, or you have to complete some challenge. Like there's some goals here. There's a stretch goals where you can collect some lift ticket, and then there's some daily goals also here. So my recommendation to use the lift ticket is, first of all, expand the inventory. So you click on your suitcase and then press this plus button. Do you want to pay 20 lift ticket to expand your max inventory by 5 units? Click yes. It's always good to have bigger inventory. So I have 340 inventory. And another one is to increase your, what do you call this place? Where you add the number of craft furniture you can craft at the same time. I think this one costs you about 60 or 80, I can't remember. So you have all open. Do you want to use lift ticket to speed things up? Pay 15? No thanks. I rather just wait, because eventually, like right now, I have two spaces, right, to do to unused. I can actually use it. Actually, I've already gotten some material to start crafting, but there was a time where I'm stuck. Like I don't have enough craft to actually. I don't have enough material to craft anything. Anyway, let's move on. Wait, where was I? Lift ticket, and another one is to expand your. The third tip is what to use your lift ticket is to expand your sell item box. See here, you can pay 10 lifted to add one market. I find this third on the list because I haven't maxed out this yet. But basically, if your suitcase is full, you can always sell this to your friends. And the idea here is to sell it at the, you can increase the price, see, for 5 oranges for 200 to 300, or even for like what, for 500. But the common practice is just to sell it as cheap as you can, and it's still, you already still make money, because 5 of these are usually only worth 50 barrel, but you can sell it for 100. And the idea is to sell it as at the cheapest price as possible. Come on, and let's just hope they do the same to you. Will they? I don't know, but so far my friend does. So now I'm completing this request for the monkey. And again, once you complete all the quests, they'll ask you whether you want to use your request ticket. Usually I don't use it unless it's part of the goal. Then you want to use it just to complete those stretch goal, and make sure you talk to them one time, because every time you talk you get another heart, and that contributes to the level up. And then again, this is the second person here. You can make friends, and you can make friends and check the market box whether Genobian selling anything. She doesn't. Catch one fish before you go to the next place? Sure. And let's hope for someone rare, but nope, it's just an olive flounder, which I have 5 on this case. So let's go back to map. So we've covered 2 places. Now we're going to the third place, which is the Sunburst Island. This is on my favorite island, because here, unlike the fish where you see the shadow, here you can actually physically see the bug. So you know that if it's a rare bug, you can immediately hunt for it, because rare bug only available for a short time frame. Like you see, this butterfly is a common one, but I already make 1 round. Yeah, so it's all common, but if there's a dragonfly or there's someone rare or a bigger fly, you can immediately spot it and then you can immediately run for it. The trick is just tap on it, and then again tap when the exclamation marks comes out. It's a common butterfly. But if you accidentally run through it, like this one, I'm going to run through it, butterfly will be gone. So make sure you don't run through it. And there's a coconut tree at the top. And let's talk to our animal. There's one friend there. Let's talk to our animal. You want some common butterfly? I'll give him, and then in return, the animal will give you craft material. Now he wants 3 types of it. Luckily, I have all. See, it's good that you have some inventory, so you can immediately fulfill the request. And last one. This is the third one, extra shells. And scroll down to the shells. Again, this were 10, this were 10, this were 10, and this were 2000. So I'll give them the 2000. Then hoping for some, oh, in this case I don't get any bonus reward, I guess. But there's a chance for you to get a bonus reward if you give a more expensive item. And as usual, don't forget to talk for the fort. And then sometimes they ask you to choose some things, or even choose some furniture, but so far I don't see any effect. Whether you choose something good, choose something bad, you still get the same friendship level, or friendship point in this case. Another option you can do is actually give the animal some snack. And the snack here can actually speed things up. Basically, it's like fulfill the request. And of course, let's say you really like the animal and you want them to level up very fast, then you can just give them some snack. There's 3 types of snack. There's the bronze, silver, and the gold. Obviously, the gold gives you more coin, the silver gives more coin than bronze. Once you're done, I'm just going to usually do one quick run from left to right just to make sure I spot any like, well, this is a yellow butterfly, but it's not that uncommon. I think I have quite a lot. So, and if it's on the tree, you can also tap on it, catch this common fruit beetle. But if you accidentally bang on the tree, and then the beetle will run away. And the last place we're going to visit is the Lost Lure Creek. So Lost Lure Creek is for now, I spend more time here because there's an event going on, which is basically catch this sparkling fish. This is a special fish. It's like an event fish, and you'll see a sparkle here. So normally I will catch all the fish here first. Maybe it will spawn about, you can catch about 5 to 6 times, or sometimes more, sometimes less. I'm not sure, but they'll tell you when you have catch all the sparkle fish or this special event fish. So this is the one, and then here. So you just go from right to left. Catching all this event fish. I think there's more, because once I catch all of the sparkle fish, then a notification will come out saying that I've catch all the event fish. So until the notification come out, basically just look left and right to catch all the fish that's there. Is there any more fish? Fish. Yep. Okay, see, I must have caught all the fishing turny fish. Should give them to Chip. So once you catch them all, the fish will lose its sparkle. Basically, you go back to the normal fish. I'll just show you quickly. Any fish that you see next will be a normal fish without the shadow, without the sparkle. Where's the fish? There's no fish. Okay, there's no fish right now. Maybe it'll spawn in a few seconds, but for now, let's go to Chips. Let him measure the fish that you got, and then you'll get some reward. You'll get some items and maybe some exclusive furniture once you reach the goals. And it will reset every 3 hours again. So at 2 p.m., 5 p.m., 8 p.m., 11 p.m., and 8 p.m., 11 a.m. and p.m. And then you'll try to catch them again. See, the fish go back to normal color. Try to see what and then tap on it to catch the fish. So that's the normal fish that goes into your suitcase. So let's talk to the animal here. It's a blue bear, and the blue bear wants bugs. So I'll give him tiger butterfly is common. I give him Horn Dynasty because at least it's not 10. And then hoping for some extra. Cool. Fortune cookie. I always like to get fortune cookies, but we'll get to it later, okay? So let's tap on it again. What did he want? Bugs. Okay, let's give him horniness. One bug. Woo! Fortune cookie. That's the best that you want. Like, I think that's the best bonus that you want to get from giving those more expensive items than the normal. And then the last one. Fish. Let's give him this one because it's worth 100. And let's hope for another fortune cookie, but no. It's a chance. So you don't always get a fortune cookie, but you get a chance of getting extra rewards such as the fortune cookies. Okay, so once you talk to them, basically you've done all the challenge. There's two special trees here in Lost Lure Creek, and this tree, basically the pear and lychee, will be different will be different from your friends. Okay, so basically this is a duplicate tree from the one you get in Breezy Hollow. So inside Breezy Hollow, if you remember, there's a lot of trees there. So if I go there, there's tree of all kinds of fruit there, but it's only one of them each. So you have like peach tree, and then cherry tree, orange, pear, and then if you go back to the Lost Lure Creek, there's two duplicate of them. The idea is you get more of these two items, so you can sell it in the market, and your friends will get maybe more of the apple, sell it in the market, so that you can trade. So it gives you incentive to make friends, and then you can trade the fruits with them. You can use fertilizer to speed things up, but normally I just wait for 3 hours because, yeah, I have a lot of them. And then you can go to fruits, see lychee and pear, put it in the market box, sell 5 of them at the cheapest price, and then my friends can buy them from me. Okay, so that's essentially it. Collect some peach. So why do friends is important? So we've covered the 4 big places. Let's see where do I want to go next. I don't want to cover too much because this is just a beginner guide. So go back to the camp. Normally every 3 hours after I complete the challenge from the 4 animals for sure, I go back to my camp, and sometimes there is an additional request from those that's already on your campsite. At the moment there isn't, but if there is, then you'll get some bubble notification saying that, oh, this animal wants to talk to you. But for now that isn't, because I've already perhaps attended to their request. There is this place here called Shovel Strike Quarry, which you can go in for free once a day, and it will reset again at 2 p.m. by getting 5 helps. So in this case, I have friends who have helped me, so that's why it's important to get friends, or you pay 20 leaf, which is expensive, and I don't want to get that. There's this furniture class thing, which I recommend you complete, because then you can get level up and stuff. You can get furniture and you can get extra item, but the trick is you have to for you to 3-star this, you need to own all this item. So I can't do this one because I haven't got any of the striped furniture. And then there's also the event class, which so far I have not been able to do because you have to buy cookie to get the item. Except for this one, the Joyful Ceremony, which I've already passed the first 2. Now this is the 3rd one. I just need to get one more, which is the Wedding Band stage, which I will get by doing the catching the sparkly fish at the Lost Lure Creek. After I reach certain amount of fish that I catch, then hopefully I'll get this item, because I own everything else except for this, and then I can complete this challenge. Another tips. Oh, cookie. So speaking of cookie, each day. I think you can buy 2 for very cheap. So this is the one that is sold out at the top. These 2 you can order with bells, which is very cheap, or you can buy with the lift ticket. Again, lift ticket is very rare, and 50 lift ticket for this, it's just not worth it. But if you really want, then I guess buy 5 if you really like the furniture. But if not, then yeah, for the beginners, I don't think it's necessary to buy this yet. What do you get from cookies? So if I go to my bag here, I have some cookie that I purposely haven't opened yet until this video. So this is the generic one, Timmy's, and then there's the Tommy's, and then there's the clothing. These 3 are the generic one, and these are the special event one that you get from completing various events. So when you eat the fortune cookie, you will get some fortune. You'll catch a cold, but you'll get over it in a single day. Okay, it is a cold season here in Perth. And then you get an item. Would display stand 3-star? That's good. Normally I get 2-star only. And then let's open one of the special one. Let's try to open this Lucky's Frightful Cookie. See what we get. You will meet a look-alike and become friends. Ooh, will I meet a look-alike? Ooh, this looks cool. Eerie well. So you get a cooler item like that, but so far I don't think any of the item is what your animal will request. Like, see, if you go to contacts, you can see the animal that you have met, and if it says like this background, means you already invite them into your camp, and you see here request fulfilled. But if not, say I click on Punchy, then you'll see that for Punchy to go into your camp, then you need to collect all these items. So far I don't think the item you get from the cookie is what the animal wants, so yeah, that's not my priority to buy cookie at this point. Another thing before we end today is basically amenities. This is very important, and I only found this very later on. This is perhaps one of the most important tips, is to always have your first. You can only craft 1 amenities at a time, but make sure you have them. Make sure you keep going, because the first amenities only allow your animal to level up until level 7. After that, all the animal will maxed out, and then you have to start leveling up all these various 10, like this. There's a natural 10, cute 10, sporty 10. Basically, the first one will allow all these types of animal to go to up to level 10. So you increase the cap, and then once you level up, then you go into the tier 2, which can increase to level 15, and so on. And then tier 3, there's I think there's 3 tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, which allows to go up to maximum level 20. But to craft this amenities, you need a lot of cotton. So cotton is very important. So make sure you befriend those friends, those animals that produce cotton. So each animal has a what do you call this, theme, I think, like theme, like the one that you see in the amenities. So there's the natural theme, cute theme, sporty, cool, rustic, hip, harmonious, elegant, modern, historical, and civic. So there's a lot of theme, but there's fewer material, because there's like a few. The main material that you need is basically cotton, paper, steel, and wood, and then there's some perseverers also. But the important one here to build the amenities is the cotton, and a few animals can produce cotton. Like my recommendation for a beginner is Tex, and then I have Rocco and Broccolo. So even at this level, I only have three animals in my camp that can produce cotton. So So in your camp, make sure you have a variety of animals. So you can only keep 8, even though if you have more than 8 animal, you can swap them. So for example, I want text to be out, send home text, and then I can bring in any animal that I have invite them to my camp. But I want text to be there because this is a balance of like I have like two cotton, 2 paper, 2 animal producing paper, 2 animal producing steel, 2 animal producing wood, so that you have a variety of them, and you don't end up with like more materials and then more of one types of materials and then nothing for the other materials. And another thing is like, because every time you build amenities, it takes about 12 hours. So when you finish building the amenities, so at the end of the 12-hour session, when you complete this basically in 10 hours 7 minutes, they will pick 5 random animal from your camp, and if the team matches the camp that the amenities that you're building, then they get 10 points. If not, you'll get 5 points. So usually before I click complete, because every time you complete, it will say complete, but it won't actually be there until you tap on it, like this one. Tap on it, then you get the office chair. So once you finish, you tap on it. Don't pay the lift tickets, but before you tap on it, I will normally swap so that I have more of the, well, because you're a beginner, so probably only have like maybe a few cool, a few natural, or a few. You won't be able to. You won't have all 8 cool or all 8 cute, but try to have more of those types so they gain more friendship point. Yeah, cool. So I think that's all for me for now. I think it's really cool game. It's fun game. It's a very fun game also, and it's not too stressful, and then gets you to make friends. Like you can see my friends here, but yeah, still 11 hours ago. Maybe he or she is busy. Well, if you guys have any question, just leave on a comment below and I'll try to answer them. Again, this is only my day 5 playing, but I think I'm quite hooked to this game. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. If you have any tips that you think that it's useful for beginners, do leave them in the comment below. If not, thank you for watching and God bless. Take care.